Entering to studio.
Walks of life have decided to come on out there. Oh, how you doing, my friend? Thank you.
School at Green Island, man. So yes, Green Island School, we and this man out.
Yes.
Hold on, look on it.
So tell me, why you out here?
Look, come support the brand and Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
What we are dealing. Where Jamaican call us, yeah.
Yes.
You know, come in.
Thank you.
Don't worry yourself,
Yeah,
man. Doing good. I'll be the man looking video, you know.
All right. There you have it. Jamaicans from all walks of life. Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
Oh, mom!
Why are you out here today?
To get out and do all the corruption,
Yeah.
to the poor nation, all those money cannot give account,
Yeah.
the school teacher, all the essential worker we need to stand up. We are the voice for the voiceless.
And you?
Andrew Holness must go.
Thank you very much. Did you get any shirts as yet? Okay. You bought already? Okay. Take one of these. I don't know what size, but take one of those. You get shirts already? Take one of these for souvenir. Come on, take one for souvenir. Be a part of history. There you go. I don't know what size it is. Hey, welcome to the Make Me Talk program. Why are you out here today?
Oh, corruption at the top of it. Corruption and more corruption.
Where in Jamaica are you from?
Oh, I'm from East Kingston and but I'm born in St. Elizabeth.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but
What about you, my dear?
My name is Carol. I'm from St. Thomas in Jamaica. And it's too much foolishness going on, too much corruption. We need a government out. We need Andrew Holness and the crew out. But politics, I mean, corruption's skyrocketed since they've been in there since 2016. So we want them gone. We want them out. No.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The music in the background is not owned and operated by us. We don't own the copyright to the music in the background. So those music in the background is not us. We're trying to get away from the music. But oh, we have some more people coming in. Hi, welcome. Why are you out here today?
I'm here because it's my mom, my sister, my 9-year-old mom.
Yes.
Who wants to return to Jamaica, but because of the health system, I can't send her back home. My mom needs a health system here. She goes to the doctor very often. And with that health system, I can't send my mom back home. So I'm here standing up for what I believe in. I believe in my country. I was born in Jamaica, but I lived here for years. And I love my country. And I'm here to protest because I need a better healthcare system in Jamaica.
And you, where in Jamaica are you from?
St. Catherine.
Okay, St. Catherine.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you all for coming out here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. That's the only shirt I have, leave. Don't know if it can fit you. That's the only shirt I have, leave. Yes, I need to come under this umbrella here. Maybe right under this umbrella here. Oh my God. Hi, welcome to the, welcome. You keep me warm, yes. Yes. Over this side of the road there, I know my camera can't zoom in, but there's some other groups of Jamaicans who came out to protest against us. A little few of them, a little, sticks into, there's a little few of them out there, but we are over here. We're saying, there you go, standing in the diaspora. And you can hear the music in the background. I can't let it come on to my YouTube channel. But we're here in New York City, a wet Friday morning in New York City. I'm Jeffrey Tavares, coming to you live from New York City, right here on the protest of Jamaicans saying enough is enough to the political system in Jamaica. Enough is enough to the corruption in Jamaica. As what Mr. Rattigan said, they're not here to carry down any government. What they're here to do is to say they must change. The time has come for Jamaicans to change, and enough is enough.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing, my dear? How you doing? Why are you out here today?
I am out here to stand with you guys because we're tired of the corruption in Jamaica, and I'm here to stand with my people, and I'm here to support them.
Thank you for coming on. Go on, don't get the t-shirts. Yes, I have to be on a big umbrella here, shaded by a good friend of mine. She's not my friend. So many corruption, $1.7 trillion unaccountable for under this administration. There's proof to it. You can go to the Jamaica Gleaner. Okay, let's go back over here. Yes, yes ma'am.
For end of corruption, what is going on in my country? We need a better health system for the whole people and the less privileged, Mr. Tavares. So I'm thank you as a blogger, people in Jamaica.
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. Hey, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna go back down here to see what is going on down here. Hopefully we can get through to what they're saying down here. Excuse me a minute, excuse me a minute. If we can get to one of them.
Green Island, man.
Yes, 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 sorry.
We're going to open up now.
Excuse me.
We're going to program line up.
Excuse me.
And we have some great people
Sorry,
who are
excuse me.
here. So we talk to the people of Jamaica.
Yes, 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 it's me.
People are
Sorry.
all over the
Sorry. Sorry.
So we have to move on with the program, all right? Because we have a limited amount of time and we are about to get the ball rolling. So again, welcome. Thank you. And we're going to open up right now. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to open up in prayer. And we are people who love to pray, don't? And we love the Most High, don't? Our national anthem is a prayer, you know? It is a prayer. It is a prayer. So everybody, out of respect for the reference to the Most High, can we just pause for a moment? You can still stream, but no talking, all right? We're going to pray. Everybody, bow your heads with me as we pray. Father, we thank you in the mighty name of Jesus. As we stand right here in the middle of New York, Father, fighting for the people who are working hard and struggling in Jamaica. Father, we pray that as we challenge the authorities, as we challenge the government to make lasting change that will benefit the generation and a prosperous Jamaica, let your will be done. Bless us today, we pray. And everybody say, Amen. All right. The first thing we're going to do, we're about to observe the country we're in. So we have to do the U.S. national anthem. So if you would please just show some respect as we take care of that. And we're going to move into the Jamaican anthem and then the national pledge.
Oh.
And then now the national anthem of Jamaica.
Keep us free from evil powers.
Jamaica.
Yes, yes. So, good night, everybody. All right, we're going to say the national pledge at this time. We're going to ask everybody to, we're going to say the national pledge. Thank you, sir. All right. I'll have the words here for you.
I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the strength.
Make sure we get it right.
There we go.
All right. Y'all ready? On 3, 2, 1. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, in the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in the advancing of the welfare of the whole human race. And everybody say, one love! One Jamaica!
One Jamaica!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just do some thank yous and some welcome. I want to welcome and thank, first of all, the governor of this great state of New York. We also want to thank the mayor of New York, the police commissioner, the state representatives. We also want to thank all the wonderful officers from the 17th precinct of the police department here in New York. And of course, they are New York City's finest. We also want to thank that came out to support, to make sure everything is in order. Want to thank our DJ and our engineer. And of course, we want to thank you, the wonderful people, for coming near and far to support Jamaica. And we also want to let you know that we do have some raincoat or some ponchos. So if you are getting wet back there, we have something that can cover you. Just raise your hand if you need one. We'll bring them around and we'll send them down. I see some hand raising. So we're gonna send some back there so that everybody can be covered. So just wait a minute. Just keep your hands up. The ponchos will be coming back as we want to make sure that you are okay. Also want to remind you that we do have t-shirts for sale. They're only $25 and they do have a message on them. They're souvenir t-shirts that you can keep, you can always wear even after this event. So I want to thank you for everyone who came out today. I know the weather is a little bit challenging, but guess what? Your spirit is like your ancestors, unstoppable and unbreakable. And no rain can wash away your commitment to your country. And we thank you for that and we appreciate it. Also, we want to point out a few housekeeping things. We want to ensure that this green path here to my right, your left, if you're looking this direction, we'll stay clear of it. It is a bike lane, and we have New York's finest ensure that those who commute are okay, and you're not blocking or impeding those traffic. So thank you so much for your cooperation. Also, I know some of you have made homemade signs that you have brought out, so we're asking you to be on your best behavior. Make sure you don't have nobody would buy your sign them too. We don't have nobody tell nobody about them be. We can't say on TV and radio, all right? So we want, yeah, and all the other things. We don't want that. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, no lewd language or unbecoming behavior. We want to practice good decorum, and we want you to behave your best at all times. And I know some of us are rattled up because we are tired of the slackness. We're tired of the corruption. All right, so today, don't let your evil, your good be evil is spoken of, right? Because we're here to do a wonderful thing, and we don't want what we're doing. People will say, watch them. Them they are New York, and them not here, and them are clean up when they themselves are being badly. So let us be on our best behavior. All right, so we're getting ready to hear from our speakers, and they're fired up. I want to thank everyone who have come out. I know most of you have listened to Reason with Rattigan. Anybody know about Reason with Rattigan? All right. And how long is the class on Saturday?
Unlimited. Unlimited.
Hey, unlimited. So you start clean, you wash, you cook, you bathe. The whole Saturday now. But I'm telling you, is it worth it? All right. Let me ask a question. How many of you love to make me talk with Jeffrey Tavares? May I tell you, I'm a big singer now. Hold on. Last week, you know, he almost get a contract. But we're coming back, all right? And let's be Carlos and him wait, and him a dead for coming, him flight get delayed, and him a come. But we have a lot of people waiting on some, and everybody else will do a wonderful job. Wonderful job. What we going to do again? Hot topic. Yes, man, you. Yes, hot topic for the press. Hot topic. So here's the deal. We got Dr. Rupert is here, Rupert Francis, and we're gonna hear from all of them, ladies and gentlemen. So the producer Wayne, everybody out there on social media that is simulcasting this, all the influencers out there, we thank you. We know that we have the press here, and we want to thank the press for giving a fair, unbiased coverage of what we're doing. All right, so a little bit about the OJLDF, the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, every penny you give is going to help fight corruption. Because let me tell you something, you need somebody like Ratty, who's afraid of nobody, who will challenge these authorities and go with them the legal route. The legal route, because that is the only way you can fight them. You have to fight them within the confines of the laws, because that is how you win. When they tell you you're not understanding, I chew them a make. When they tell you that you in the diaspora just to send your money come, I chew them a make. What we're doing, we have representation, so please support what we're doing. I know the task force by Dr. Francis has been set up years ago to fight against crime and corruption, but you're going to hear from them yourself today. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the man who started it all, Dr. Rupert A. Francis. Put your hands together and welcome Dr. Rupert A. Francis.
Good morning, everybody. Well, this is a great time to be here.
And I want to welcome you from every nook and every cranny. Every hole, we'll have to be careful with that one. Every mountain top, every dumb day. And I want to thank you. And I am saying to you, they called us the dirty 30. I wonder what they're going to call you now. The dirty plenty. I know them right now under the bathroom and them fretting upstairs. You know what them doing up there? They're praying. Yes, them call a prayer. I am going to tell you something. You may have heard a man, him call him, say, doctor, prove his nurse, him down there, so. Him say, was going to carry a crew with him. Him come without the crew, because him not a screw. He not hell. He called us thugs. And it's only a thug, not a thug. So why you don't talk why I'm coming, so why? Come here and don't hide around here. We are not here for violence. We are here to make people understand that we are not afraid. We know what Jamaica wants. And we are willing to work with you to get it. And the only way we can do it is do it this way. Because our government, whichever government we have, they are arrogant. They don't rate you. They don't think about you. They think about themselves. Yes, you can build big road. Yes, you can build big building. Yes, but where's the water? You give it away to foreigners. Where are the poor people? Where are the people building roads? That's why we are here today. We are here today, and I am not going to speak about that. But one of the major things I'm here today is to talk to you about a constable. Her name was Donique Anderson. And Donique Anderson was sick in Jamaica for a while with a liver problem. And she came to the United States. He was sent here after 2.5 years. The Minister of National Security himself said he would help her. The Commissioner of Police, the one again, said he would help her. And nobody helped my child until I took it up. And my friends took it up in New York and all over. And she was here for a few months. And I came to visit her. And they said I had to say, no, we're sorry, we have to send you back home. We can't help you here, you're not a US citizen. And so she went back home. And the same thing happened. And then, unfortunately, she passed in December. And they gave her honorary funeral. You know what they remind me? You say you love somebody, and the person at home sick. You don't go visit them. You don't give them no water. And when the person there, you put on your best suit, out there, you pay your respect. How can you pay a respect to the dead? Treat these people good, and Jamaican people need to be treated good when they are alive. We are alive, and we must let them know we need what we need. The corruption must go. How did we start this movement? We started it with a letter, a simple letter, asking them to stop the killing in Jamaica, asking them to reduce the corruption, get rid of the corruption, asking them to fulfill their promises of keeping us safe in our homes, asking them to do the things that they're supposed to do for the Jamaican people, asking them to give us standing because we are Jamaicans. And they ignored us and they laughed at us. And so we had to take matters into our own hands. We went to the first protest in Miami, and they were saying to us that we were small, our numbers were weak. Well, let me tell you that day, Jeffrey Tavares alone had 40,000 views on that day. So how can we be alone? And today is a manifesto of what has happened. And of course, we didn't do it alone. The man called Wilfred Rattigan, give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He is a part of the Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force. Herb! No, Herb, where's he at? Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. You're the president who you heard from today. And there are many people in this audience Make we talk himself. Give him a round of applause. And anyone else out there who shared this vision. And we're here today to say no again in New York. We need to see more things happen in New York. And not only New York, but in Jamaica for the Jamaican people. Ladies and gentlemen, tell the Jamaican people that they must not be afraid. Be careful, but not afraid. We have to reduce the crime and violence. We have to know, the politicians know, that they are our servants and not the other way around. What audacity you have to, right now in the embassy above us, you are having a prayer for who? You're doing a prayer for yourself. You are hoping and praying what? Who will answer you? Huh? I am saying, look at the lady again. This morning, nice lady. But she passed us and never even say hi. She never even say hi. And she made them take down the tent. She made them take down the tent. Say, Barlow! Make her hear. That is an un-Jamaican thing to do. In the rain. In the rain. You're wicked. You can fix all you want. You're wicked. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to go down that road. We're not going to go down that road with the lady. I am doing that. Now, how did it start quickly? We were on a Let's Connect with the ambassador. Hold on. There's a Let's Connect with the ambassador. And when we asked Dr. Chang, Sleepy Chang, Dr. Chang, how can we help you? I've been doing it for 20-something years. How can the diaspora help you? You know what Dr. Chang said? We don't need you personally. We need your money. And that's all we need. And that, I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't even say anything. And a countless amount of people came and said something, including Mr. Rattigan here. Ladies and gentlemen, utterances like that by our leaders are arrogant, are full of arrogance and disdain for its people. And that's why they're paying the price today. That's why. We are not interested in any government particular. We're interested in good governance. Good governance. And if you give us good governance, fine. And if you don't, get out of Dodge, as far as I'm concerned. Right. And when they could not find a problem with me, when they could not find a problem with me, let me tell you the story. They decided that I was one of the people who doing this, and Mr. Rattigan and I were the real, what shall I say, characters and culprits. Thank you very much. And they decided to attack us like attack dogs. They said I asked them for a contract. Me, barefoot boy from Montreal, work hard to go into the military. Best scoresman in mutual life history. Boy of the year for Jamaica. Chief ensign at the chief's funeral. And you go and tell me begging you for a favor, and I taught university for 25 years. I did not. You asked me to run for you, and I said no. And I'm just telling you, it is disingenuous for anybody to say that. And I'm saying to you, it is these things that you do. And the fact that the Bible tells you, you are judged by how you treat the least among all people. And if you forget the Bible, and you forget what we were taught, then you are forgetting Jamaica, and you don't love Jamaica. I'm not going to now. I have only one more thing to say. So, the interaction with the ambassador, we sent her a letter. Yes, a famous letter. And when I was young, I know I can't remember. I'm old now. I can't remember. So I must be here. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a round of applause. I'll give me a break. Okay? Thank you. The point I'm making is this. I wrote a letter. And I was told that the pen was mightier than a sword. And I didn't believe it. And that one letter went viral. With a lot of viral people like Mr. Rattigan and Make Me Talk and all that. Asking for these things. 1,000 plus, nearly 1,400 people were killed in Jamaica in styles that we're not accustomed to. Children were killed. Necks were cut off. Where in Jamaica's history have we ever heard that? And yet, the ambassador had the gall to say when she got the travel advisory that it is us, the dirty 30, and the embassy that caused it. And she knew that was not true. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, I pray for all of them today. I pray that God will come down and make them talk the truth for once in their lives. That's all I'm saying. And I want to say that letter remains and was built upon by people that are right here with us. So without further ado, I am absolutely beyond myself this morning. And I'm so happy to be here. And yes, I can't hold the mic right. But at the same time, it is in my heart. And you can see and feel my heart. I want to say to you, one aim, one art, one destiny. We have to stand up for our freedom. We talk about equal rights and justice. We need it before anyone else. You can't bring Chinese and give them equal rights. You can't bring Indians and give them equal rights. You can't bring everybody else. And we have to be importing food to live in Jamaica. And we don't have a living wage when you get 300%. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me. Look forward to interacting with you. Thank you. One love.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you one more time. Listen, DJ, I beg you drop one tune for me, because we're going to play that tune, yeah. There's a reason for it. All right, here's the deal. We cannot play music for the broadcast. YouTube is gonna flag it for copyright. So I know the music can build a vibes, but we cannot play the music more than like 25 or so seconds. All right. So if you hear the music playing a little bit and cut out, there's a reason why. All right. So I have something I want you guys to help me with. Now, before we came here, a press release was put out saying that we are destroying brand Jamaica. No, I need your help a little bit. And I want you to let the government of Jamaica, and in fact the good prime ministers around town, getting conferred upon a doctorate. Somebody offering him an honorary doctorate. But we never even talk about it today. Rain God? But listen, I want you to help me with something. And I want you to say one thing. When I say something, I want you to say the government. Watch this. Listen, listen. The deceptive SSL investigation. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? You get it? The Petrodram saga. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? You get it? The politicians who refuse to adhere to the code of conduct. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Tell him again. I said no statutory declaration from the Prime Minister. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? And I have a lot more to come, so keep that in mind, because they're the one destroying brand Jamaica, not us. We are upholding brand Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have been breathing a breath of fresh air because there is a man that let these government officials tremble in their beds at night. The only reason why they toss and turn, because there is a Rottweiler that they are afraid of. When him say, people tremble when he get to the mouth. But let me tell you something, and I say one word. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love Jamaica, there is a brother who loves Jamaica like you. So one love, one Jamaica, welcome. Rockingham, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilfred Rockingham.
Family! On the field, on the field! We start off by welcoming every single one on it, because we have to be somewhere else today. Work or somewhere else. But on the day of your purpose. Like, eh? See there? See there? Connecticut. All right. Well, you know what? There's a man in the audience who want to big up. Yeah, you know? There's a man in the audience who want to big up. This man right here, so Eddie. This man come from Waterhouse, he live in front of me, he grew up with me. I'm just telling you, I'm thankful for the support because he take off from work, coming like all around. So I'm big up Eddie and all around. All right, Kingston in the pen now. St. Andrew, Clarendon, West Holland, St. Mary, St. Thomas, Hanover, St. James, St. Elizabeth. Who is to miss? Right, I'm talking Clarendon. Yes. Yeah. Manchester. Yes, 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 yes. No. Sometimes. I'm going to say, yes, sometimes. My father come from sometimes. All right. People hear me. Oh, to my brother, I saw great beer. That one has cane juice. Big him up, big him up, big him up. Patrick. Yeah. We'll make it short today because when we wake up on a Saturday, we go all day, like the man say, you wash, you cook, you clean, you bathe and ratting and still up on the line because I'm not doing it out of the goodness and the conscience of my heart. I'm not doing it for no money, I'm not doing it for all away. I'm not doing it for myself too, because the changes what we are talking about, me want to see the changes. You know what I'm telling about them make changes 10 years from now. Me want to see the change. Now, I am here to talk to you about just three things. We might call the showers of blessings. Don't run from the rain. Welcome it, cherish it, because my people of Jamaica would have loved to see this. 2016, the opposition, who is now the government, they promised that they would fix the water problem, fix the drought problem. No fixing one. 2020, they put out another manifesto saying that they would fix the water problem, fix the drought problem. Nothing happening now. Still have drought. In fact, we have tourists and protests with Jamaicans in a degree saying no more of the water. I'm not responsible for that. Because here is my theory upon it. When you in opposition and you convince the people to vote for you because the government not doing what it's supposed to do and you say we're going to fix the problem, you can't make a comparison. You already make the comparison when you convince the people to vote for you. So what we need to look at is performance, not comparison. Keep that in mind, people. And when we talk about performance, them say the stream dirty at the head. All right. We're not getting political. But think about this. We have a prime minister who established an anti-corruption agency in Jamaica in 2017 called the Integrity Commission. That commission became functional in 2018. And we all know what happened. 2021, 2022, the man who created that organization, that same organization cannot verify statutory declaration. What is he hiding? What is in those reports that they cannot verify? I'll leave it to you to know that. The same man, such man. Such man asked the Integrity Commission. He said, listen, I want you to give me some good governance training and I want you to give me some anti-corruption training. And Integrity Commission said, yes, we will. And they did. They did. Right? Then they said to him, there's something called a code of conduct that you have to sign. And the code of conduct is what? 7 principles of good governance. Like and said, we're not signing it. We're not signing it. So when you talk about integrity, look at the leaders that we have. We don't have any. And as a result of that, we have bad governance. And we can go over the list right here. We're going to go down the list today. Right? And we're going to open up the mic so that somebody can claim and can express the feelings. Because it's not just me alone that and I see what I'm going to experience it. we not do the same thing too. So if you feel like you don't want to express yourself, don't hold back. This is the time because guess what? We're not afraid of nobody. Let me say. Nobody in the time, they can't stop us from protest. And also keep in mind, folks, we are doing this to the poor people of Jamaica. Because them can't do what we are doing right now. They can't do what we are doing. I killed both the Prime Minister Walton. Them drag you from around and you're dead. So can you imagine if you come out and show your face and stand up like how we stand up on a beach like that? So we're not afraid of nobody. Nobody, no time. Say it again. Say it again. All right. So, right. So here what now? We're not going to do, we're going to loud the mic, let somebody else come and talk because we want to hear some music and we want to march. And you see the people over there, so. Don't worry, no about them. No. We're not afraid of nobody. All right. Just forget about them. They're not called. Nobody not. Oh, all right. For the people in there. Because when we are talking about real issues and real people are talking about them issues and we are talking about new solutions. So one more thing we want to talk about. Oh, nobody not here if you come to the man say. No. One more thing we want to tell you now. They have a bogus organization called the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council with the government established in 2020. And what happened is that they couldn't register it. Officials. And if you register that in America, you're going to have a problem with a whole heap of laws. So, and the people, the members, them have to go register as foreign agents of a principal, or agents of a foreign principal, and none of them don't want to do that. So what we do now? We don't come from nowhere now. When we say we don't come from nowhere, we don't have no big name, we don't grow up privilege, we don't go to no big school. We are poor people picnic. But guess what? We're full of common sense. Oh, my son, common sense. And guess what? The common sense took care of that problem because the people who have the big education or common sense, they register the organization. So the government don't own it no more. They don't own it no more. They never own that at all. Yeah. Next week, they're going to issue them people here. People in Washington, people in Jamaica, a cease and desist order from using that name because I way pay for the name. Our name. Yeah. So we are going to take it over. And they have one logo when they talk about them a trick, we say them are going to sue it because we are using them logo. I will tell them, say, can we go to court? Can we go to court and prove to the logo here because the logo not for them on. I don't for them on. We are registered the logo. Next week we are registered the logo. So we have the logo and we have the name. And we are going to start up our own thing because a diaspora organization cannot be run by a foreign government. A diaspora organization must be run by the diaspora. All right. Come on, son, talk to the people. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to leave them, we're going to run. We can talk and carry on. We have until 1 o'clock. But we have some more speakers. I want to hear from them because we hear from you only on a Saturday. So they're going to turn it over to President. But again, thank all of you for coming out. The sacrifices we make and the sacrifices where you will continue to make. And I'm telling you, this is not an easy road. But we have to surmount the challenge because that's who we are. You hear me? That's who we are. We are poor people picnic. Fight them people. And we're not the boom boom. And with the great
Yes, they're having technical issues there, so we'll just wait a bit until they come back on stream. But it's a good look, guys. It's in the making today. Well, another history because we started it in Miami, so and good turnout, although the rain is falling, showers of blessing. There is no, it didn't deter people from turning out, so it's a very good look. Yes, Megawatt, I saw that you said you'd be there at 10 a.m. So you're in the mix. Bless up yourself. There's a very, very, very good look. I'm loving it. Love for country and love for people. Watching. Okay, bless up to everyone who's here watching from wherever you are. I see people saying from Jamaica, I know UK in the building, USA in the building, Canadians in the building. So bless up and welcome to everyone. Yes, Florence, showers of blessings.
I clearly recall when we began to take a look at every one of these ministers. We started with 6. And when we got the report, there were some stunning results in the report. We passed the report to the Integrity Commission. The Integrity Commission has been doing the job of sifting through it and making appropriate charges. I don't know if you recall them asking myself and Mr. Rattigan if we would come in and make an appearance. We did not do that. We wanted them to take all the glory and do their jobs. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to furnish some more reports. Would you believe if you have a prosecutor that has been prosecuting people all this time that can tell the judge, don't worry about a juror bribing other jurors, that go ahead with the case. And okay, hold it. And what you have is a situation where the case went all the way to the Privy Council in London. Why? Because you have 3 people, 3 equally corrupt people sitting on the appeals court that rubber stamp the case, hoping to keep Mr. Cartel behind bars and ignoring the law completely. Well, what the Privy Council did was to overturn the conviction, return the case to the very people that rubber stamped it, right? The appeals court. So now they have to deal with it. What we have that followed, we had the DPP being kicked out of office. By whom? 3 Supreme Court justices acting as the constitutional court. You guys need to understand what's going on. They rejected her and said your last day in office was last year, September, right? Well, along comes the more corrupt members, the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice. And they said, oh, we don't believe that the law was fairly applied. And now they have made this a personal matter, a case that the judgment could not be appealed. They are appealing it, right? So they are rewriting the law, basically. So what we are forced to do is to out them completely. You have people who are prosecuting, a certain prosecutor, I won't call the name, that have fake IDs that is being used, I would say by her, I give you a hint. Right? And you would say, how is it a prosecutor can be using fake IDs? If you do it, pull out. If you do it, you're gonna be arrested, and you go. It's something bounce up. You're gonna be arrested, and you're gonna go before the court and most likely do some time. So what I'm getting at, folks, the only way we can nail these people, the only way we can nail them is to do what is we call deep dive. And you guys hear that term all the time. It means we're deeply going into cyberspace, the dark web, and we're searching for evidence that they discarded, deleted, thinking it's all gone, and it's still there, right? You heard Minister Clark, when the SSL broke, he kept saying that the FBI was there and the FBI will be doing the investigation. His own assistant commissioner of police come out and denied it and said, we are doing the investigation in CTOC. No FBI there, right? So you have situations where you can't even trust the senior members in the cabinet, and the situation calls for the police who have been doing cover-up. The death in Patrick Bailey's house, Prime Minister's lawyer. Trip over dead body at 4 o'clock in the morning in a house that have a secure system. You're right. How did that happen? And when you have that situation that's still unresolved, and countless other murders, like the Donaldson murder, Donald Lee Donaldson, that the young constable, who is a friend of the investigating officer, it took weeks to start it until we got on the radio and started pounding on his door, asking him what's going on with the case. So we have to keep pounding away. We have to keep investigating. And because deep dives cost, I'm out of pocket. Ratty's out of pocket because they want to keep things going. So when the money comes in, we can pay these people for the extra deep dive work that they have had to do. And these guys are very skilled at it. So give it time. There's no rush. And we're going to get it done right. So the next time we take one into court and some crooked judge rule that there's nothing wrong and that Mr. Rattigan has what? Right. We're gonna go on there and stand up in the court and make sure we are counted and make sure we are recognized and make sure somebody go to jail. All we have to do is just get one of them to go to jail. Right? And we nominated her boss. What's her name? The boss of the lady upstairs. You don't remember her name? KJS. Right? Kamina Johnson Smith. Right? A Ratty friend. That's what he said. So we have some more of them in the crosshair. And all the corruption, all the nasty, dirty things they're doing, we don't want to slander them. We don't want to give them the opportunity to sue and say, well, you got to prove it because we're covering each other's back. No, we don't want to do that. We want to bring the evidence to court and we want to spring it on them, on the lawyers. So the lawyers going to have to go through all kinds of machinations and hurdles trying to get them out of this. And Camilla case not over because it's gone to the appeals level. And if we can get her to wear some bangles and to go sit in the big house, shackled, believe me, it will send a clear and convincing message through the ranks to all of them. And if the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General want to join in the chorus and start with the corrupt activities, then we're going to have to go check them out too and make sure that there's no skeletons that will fall out of their process. Right? So we're serious about this. We are happy you guys are supporting us. We're happy you're here today. We're thankful for the support. And when you leave here, go home with safety so we can hear from you every week. And bring your friends. Tell your friends what's happening. What them say, go home and testify and make sure you do it in our good name. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. One more time, give it up for Herb Nelson Jr., everybody. Hey, listen. All right, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. We were blessed with some patties. Anybody love patty? Do you think patty is best served when it's hot? Anybody like cold patty? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break. But here what? We decided we are going to cowboy it up a little bit. So now we're going to get patty to eat. So don't expect knife and fork. Don't expect napkin and don't expect a table. We're going to rough it out. Anybody ever rough it out yet? You ever got yammy yet? Anybody ever got bush? You got bush, you know bush. Something you have to rough it up. And cocoa leaf it out, a tiger choke. What do you mean? And banana leaf. What do you mean? What do you know? All right, so Ratty's coming around. We got beef, we got callaloo, and we got veggie. All right, so your callaloo, your patties are coming around. So anyways, we still have to call out the government. I said we still have to call them out. No, they say we are destroying brand Jamaica. I am asking you, who is destroying brand Jamaica? Listen, failed promises by the Prime Minister in the first 100 days never deliver. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Listen, plane land and a pure Indian come there, Rock Hotel, walk up and down Ministry of Security, roll a downtown, and then all of a sudden then gone again. Who is mashing up brand Jamaica? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to hold the government accountable. The engineers, they want a quick switch with the mic a little bit. So give us 2 seconds and we are going to continue. For those of you who are watching us live, we want to thank you. I know we're being blocked. Sorry there, Herb. So I want to thank those of you, the thousands of you watching from all various platforms. I am going to put on this mic for a second while the engineers do a switch around. Those of you who are watching, you're still live. So thank you so much. Go ahead and share the link. Go ahead and share it because we want you to spread this message. And this message is going out to everyone out there. Again, this is the president coming live from New York. The Vuva V, Mr. Jeffrey Tavares, and Meko Talk Live, and all the other platforms that is simulcasting this. Want to big up everybody out there. It's off. Everybody out there, please go ahead, share the stream because we're live in New York. We're going to have the cameraman give us a little view of the crowd. He's going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening. and show you what is happening. Look at this. So many people eating them patty and saying, yeah, give me a patty salute, everybody. Patty salute. There you go. Cocoa bread salute. All right. So this is what is happening in New York, and we are celebrating and we are protesting against the corruption that this government is involved with. Ladies and gentlemen, we fight for justice. All right. It is important that we stand up for the people. So thank you so much, those of you who are watching the stream online. All right, we're going to continue with another speaker, Mr. Dennis Sutherland, who is coming. Dennis Sutherland is coming, ladies and gentlemen, and there's so many things that is on Dennis' mind, but we are here protesting and standing up for you and the people. Where is Dennis?
All right, if you're joining us, we're coming to you live from New York City right here. You can hear some noise in the background. I think there's a marching band, a school marching band over there. Excuse me, please. We can hear some noise in the background. There's another counter protest over there that you see, but there you go. There's a marching band coming down. But we're coming to you live. I'm Jeffrey Tavares coming to you live from the protest here, right in front of the Jamaican Consulate here in New York City. Where we're listening from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Patrick, come ready. All right, Patrick is coming, ladies and gentlemen, to talk a little bit about some of the confusion, some of the corruption. But you know, Patrick always hit it from an historical perspective. I already mouth full. Him still have the history, but don't give us the history, Patrick. Here's the history of Jamaica. Everybody, give it up for Mr. Patrick McCarthy as he get ready to come to share with you. Patrick. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. This is a blessed sight. This is an absolutely blessed sight. We don't say enough about this because big up this. Big up the turnout. Right, this crowd, they can't dispute the numbers now. These numbers real. These numbers real. And the same way the numbers real, that's how the spirit real. Right? Because the spirit is really what brings us out here today. To really speak up against the corruption. Enough is enough. Time for change. Time to change. I just want to touch a little bit on the history. I have a big question. When we think about independence, what would you say about the Constitution that hasn't changed before independence and remain unchanged after independence? What about the Constitution remain unchanged after independence? Very important question. Anybody? No takers? Say it again. What about the Constitution that remain unchanged from before independence and even now after independence? Absolutely. It's the same head of state. The same head of state. The crown. The crown. Which means that our same colonial masters before independence is the same colonial masters today. The same colonial masters, make a note, because this is very important. When you think about it, independence means self-determination. Where's the self-determination? The corruption that we're experiencing? No, that's not the self-determination. Right? The lack of education? No, that's not self-determination. Right? The poor healthcare, the poor hospitals, the poor housing, all of these things, that's not self-determination. This is not what we want. We want to live a good life where we determine, right, how we live. Right? We're not forced to live below the poverty line, and they try to tell us, direct us in every direction, as if we are sheep. We're not sheep. When you think about Our currency. Some of you here will remember the pound, shilling, and pence. Right? And you remember 1969, under the Black Prime Minister, Shearer, right? They changed it to the dollars and cents. And when they did that, what did they do? They devalued the currency. They devalue the currency. And when they take them to task about it, they deny it. They deny it. What is the purpose of that? Well, let me tell you a little backstory to that. Prior to all what we see going on, when you look at the sugar industry, right, especially, and the banana industry and all of that, that is what built the British economy. Right? The biggest producer in the Caribbean was Jamaica. Right? Nobody mentioned anything about that. When you speak of reparation, to repair some of the harms that was done to us, right? They don't want to hear it. They don't want to entertain it. But it is Jamaica, one of the second colony, in fact, right, for the British in the Caribbean, that built the British economy, right? And yet, today, right, we get no compensation for that, right? We get no repayment, right? So we have to take matters in our own hands. We can't have a government who is corrupt, right, at the end of the stream, right? We need a government by the people, from the people, for the people. That's what we need. Nothing else will work. Nothing else. So this is only the start, right? From here, it only gets better. The numbers must grow because we gotta make sure, right, that we're building a country with all Jamaicans, right? To build a life that you can enjoy. We both, you and your family. So let's not forget our history, because we gotta study our history, because that is what really gives us self-determination, right? All the answers we might be looking for is in our history, right? We gotta pay close attention to that. We gotta start doing more research. We gotta start doing more teaching. We gotta start doing more sharing, right? We gotta strengthen our educational system, right? We gotta make education in schools something that can benefit all our children. It all has to change. It all has to change. Yeah, so let's not get distracted by the naysayers across the street, or the followers, the little followers. Oh, nobody's over there. Oh, well, that's good then. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because it is one voice. One voice on this side. One voice. Right? And this voice is a voice of progress. A voice of the future. Right? And the future begins now. Right? So let's really dig into this. Thank you.
We're coming to you live from here in New York City. You know, when you listen to speakers after speakers speak, you say to yourself, why is people not really taking what we're saying seriously? But we're live. We're live on Wayne Lonesome TV. We're live on the Make We Talk Jamaicans YouTube channel. And we're asking you to like, share, and subscribe. Wherever you are from around the world, Eastern Caribbean, we're coming to you live.
Again, thank you so much. Let me thank everyone who is joining us from everywhere. Thank you, those of you who are watching the live stream, those of you who are here. And let me tell you this. They say we're mashing up brand Jamaica. But I need you to tell me who is mashing up brand Jamaica. Listen, I don't know if them can hear you upstairs, but we are saying, who is mashing up brand Jamaica? Let me tell you this. They say that you will be able to sleep with your door open, and crime is at an all-time high. Who is mashing up brand Jamaica? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got one beautiful young lady that's coming. Her name is Miss Salito Pinto, and she will be talking about leadership. And I want you to hear every word that she has to say. Miss Pinto.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the listeners all around the world that's listening to us this morning. I first want to give the definition of democracy, because our democracy in Jamaica is being waned. So what is democracy? Democracy. Hello? Can you hear me? Democracy is the right to participate in politics and the right to elect a political representative of your choice who will or you hope will represent your interests. The right to equality and to have a say in which we live without prejudice. The right to freedom of speech, to healthcare, housing, education, which will or should lead to employment. Now, what are the characteristics of a good leader according to the dictionary? A good leader should have integrity, self-awareness, courage, respect, compassion, and resilience. They should learn to be flexible while influencing through communication, their vision, collaborating effectively with gratitude, also to put people first through connection by listening to them because they chose you to motivate and assist them to live a self-determined life. Through problem solving, most of us learn through our experience and adversities and feeling vulnerable. I hope you'll remember these words as I do. When trouble take you, picnic should fit you. So I have a proposition written by Berknell Stewart, who is a former CEO of Kingston Public Hospital. And so these words are not mine. These are originated from him. And this is it. If we embrace the idea that democracy is alive but fragile, exhibiting at times vibrancy as it did in our recently contested government election, we all have a good reason to be proud. If we accept that discipline germinates in the mind, charity begins at home, and it takes a village to raise a child to become resilient, confident, productive, respected, patriotic, and socially well adjusted, then our nation's future will be in good hands. If we accept our God-given natural, bear with me here. I'm sorry. Our God-given physical and spiritual gifts as talented people with fertile lands, coveted climate, geopolitical and historical realities, deep open harbors, flawless white sandy beaches, rolling plains, towering rain-drenched mountains, and great cuisine, music, and culture, then we will begin to appreciate these priceless assets, start believing in ourselves. If we hold parents accountable for properly raising our nation's children to be honest, empathetic, disciplined, respectful, understanding their roles as citizens, we can be confident that the foundation of our nation shall be strong. We have a flawed governance system. To correct those flaws, call for systemic purging, replacing public servants with fit and proper credential individuals. Only then can dignity and honor can grace the halls of Gordon House, Jamaica House, and our 13 municipalities. US 1.5 billion in exports versus US 6 billion in imports. Trade deficit of 4.5 billion cannot paint a beautiful picture of progress. We must strive for food security by reducing our dependency on unnecessary imports, while steadily increasing our productivity. We must begin to invest more in our healthcare budget in primary care, improve service, delivery, and accountability. The facts dictate that progress is never defined by out-of-control crime, marginal productivity, underperforming schools, overwhelmed healthcare system, hungry children, hopeless adults, empty pockets, homelessness, inhumane conditions at the lockups, referred to as jail, and prisons, and an abundance of idle hands. If we begin to think strategically about engagement, inclusion, and collaboration that discounts political affiliation, socioeconomic, race, physical, and spiritual gifts as talented people with fertile lands. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, let me get this here. Oh yeah, let me go back. If we begin to think strategically about engagement, inclusion, and collaboration that discounts political affiliation, socioeconomics, race, religion, gender, and age, we could become beneficiaries of a just, peaceful, and prosperous society. As I mentioned before, the views are not mine. They're expressed in our original thoughts of Berkmel Stewart and our purpose to inspire discussion and collective action. Thank you so much.
Come on, give it up for Miss Spin to everybody. All right, so listen. We're not worried about going over that side now. I want your attention to be up here. Everybody say one Jamaica. Say one love. Say no more corruption. Don't let hypocrisy. All right, so here we go now. This is what we're going to do. You want your end with a chance, same way. No. They say when we organize the protest, so we are destroying brand Jamaica. I got them say no. They say we are destroying brand Jamaica. But I have a few questions I would like to ask you, ladies and gentlemen. The cover-up of Tasha's Goling High School. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Poorly constructed deals with foreign corporations. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Failed promises to improve the water supply system and giving the Chinese them a lot of the watershed. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Let me tell you, broken promises to our CARICOM member states. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? And ladies and gentlemen, the protesters over there so rough against you. Who is destroying brand Jamaica? Them over there, son. Them over there, son. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. It is important that we understand that you are the voice of the voiceless. You are the voice of the people. You are the one they're afraid of. They're not afraid of nobody else for you. Because the people of Jamaica are too busy fighting to make a living. But they're afraid of the diaspora. They're afraid of you. Because when you're brave and come out in the rain, when you stand up in the media in New York and say you're not afraid, they're afraid of you. So ladies and gentlemen, them catch them upstairs. So them are going to prayer meeting. But I wonder who them are pray to. When the people who are suffering are not being looked at. So ladies and gentlemen, we call us, they call us. Call us. No. Listen. We are going to give a few of you an opportunity to say something. Miss Pinto.
I just want to say this. Crime and violence at Holy Trinity High School in Kingston, Jamaica. I had a parent complain to me that she had to remove her son because he was being beaten up by students that were suspended and some expelled. The teachers, the principal, the security guards are afraid of those students. She went to the Ministry of Education and they barely wanted to help. And they have done nothing. And I have never heard anything spoken about it on any news in Jamaica. I used to work at KLAS Radio. I was one of Mr. Perkins' producer when he was the #1 talk show in Jamaica. Yeah, I was. And I listened to many complaints. Jamaicans who lived here and came back home trying to get their land. When they went to the land department, the land no longer belonged to them. Okay? And I know what I'm talking about. Back in the days when St. Elizabeth farmers need water, Alport used to provide them with water. And I know this for a fact because my dad was the chief accountant of the bauxite company. So I know what I'm saying. But now nothing is happening. Who is supplying them with water? From what I understand, the water they're getting is contaminated. What are we doing? I recently saw a video where there are 2 Chinese going around in Kingston with a big stick with a hook on it, stealing people's mangoes. The only time I saw that was when I lived in Rockford in the 60s. And this is what is happening in Jamaica. And every day, they're throwing away more people in Jamaica who are not citizens, and yet our citizens are suffering. Come on now. And then you say we are destroying Jamaica? We're trying to help Jamaica. I was born there. I have children there. I have grandchildren there. And I want to see them better. Come on, man. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. You know, our time is drawing to a near, but we have a few people that we need to say something. Mr. Brooks, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah. Please, Mr. Prime Minister, we have beg you, let go the Chinese them, because we not sell out to land of South Elizabeth. Too much robbery and stealing. Jamaica people need to be free. Free. We need water. We need road. The people dying in the Mandeville Hospital. We have to go there in December and we have to take my brother-in-law from the hospital and ship him to America. If it wasn't America, what happened to the poor people who can't buy a ticket to come to America when they are sick? Mr. Health Minister, time for you go. And I beg South St. Elizabeth people, stand up for the right. We now sell out the land. We now sell out the land to no Chinese people. People want to take land, but them are going to offer price. We don't go, eh?
Number two far. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. One of the biggest mouths. You know, I'm going to say Mr. President, your mouth biggie, man. But there's a guy who's mouth bigger than me one. And when he talk, no dog bark. Ladies and gentlemen, the man even have the name of the country attached to his name. His name JC, but not Jesus Christ. When name? Wagwan family. Wagwan family. Man has to respect everybody. What are they? What are they? No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Who's Jamaica? Oh, Jamaica! Who's Jamaica? Oh, Jamaica! Who's Jamaica? Oh, Jamaica! Who's Jamaica? Oh, no justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! One of our family, from last time, if you come here about family thing, if we go back to return the airport and return back. My business is that, the day of today. We're glad to see the turn out. What a beautiful thing, Jamaica. You say we love the country. They might talk about we're going to bring down the country. Bring down what? Up for where the country go. Up, and never jog it down. Up, and never jog it down. Over there, so we file the taxes and code of conduct have to be up there. Statutory declaration have to be up there as citizens. It means that our Prime Minister can do the right thing better. You know how to do. We don't want to beg them. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. They will say, what we want? Integrity. We want to say integrity. What we want? Integrity. What we want? Integrity. When do we want it? What we want? Integrity. When do we need it? Who's Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? What we want? What we want? All right. We're doing good. We're doing good, people. We just want the country back. So nobody can go to Jamaica. The crime in Jamaica is coming from corruption. Corruption breeds crime. Believe me, corruption breeds crime. What is going on the bottom is a symptom of what is coming from top, called corruption. If the father now run the house good, everything broke down the bottom. If the father now run the house good, everything break down. The youth them now gonna have no manners, them now have no principle, them just be another on the road. So we're going to talk about what we want. Justice. What we want? Justice. What do we want it? What we want? Justice. What do we want it? Who for Jamaica? Who for Jamaica? Who Jamaica? Who Jamaica? Who Jamaica? Let's talk about integrity. What do we want? Integrity. When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? In Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? What do we want? When do we want it? Thank you, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Call us Jamaican, call us everybody. All right, Ratchet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to wind this down a little bit. We're going to play a little bit more music. But for those of you who are streaming, we understand that YouTube are going to take you down. Everybody send Ratty back up here for me. Ratty, come back up here. So really, we're going to bring back Ratty, we're going to bring back Dr. Francis, and we are going to wind this down a little bit. But let me tell you this. I'm going to give a few of you one more opportunity to say something. So I'm going to give 3 people something nice. Everybody say, Mr. President, nice, eh? I see something nice. Yes, sir. They'll give you 3 out of 3 out. Who am I going to choose now? Who am I going to choose? All right, I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
All right, here. Right in the place in New York. Right up in the Consular General office. Right there, sir. Me coming straight from Florida. What we want up here? We want integrity and justice. Corruption has to go. Corruption in Jamaica has to go. We need water. No lemon walk on the chocolate line. We need water. We need road. What we say we want? Water and road. The poor people government coming in. All right.
Water and road, water and road, water and road. Who are getting it? Who are getting it? Who next? Who next? Who next? Where's there? All right. Come over here, son, Natty. Come over here, son. All right. I'll give you one time. Go on, my brother. Sound chat. Come in, sound chat. I thought you were going to. All right. What the prayer mind? What the prayer mind? Why that thing go from my mind? I'm confused. Anyway, let me say on behalf of Soundtrack, I represent Soundtrack, and I'm very pleased indeed to see the turnout. You know, the way that can't stop with. We use cardboard, we use newspaper and cover our head. I don't think I cover our head over there. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. Can you imagine? Jamaica consist of 120 rivers and we have a water problem. No man, that can't go. Not no go. Then get the pump, they install the pump, and then they send somebody from deep start. Can you imagine? That's not fair. What we need to do is to unite. As long as we unite, all things are possible. The previous gentleman here said, Mr. Prime Minister, we are begging you. We are not begging anything. We are all Jamaicans. We are demanding it. We want it now. And not tomorrow and next week. And now we want it. I am from St. Anne. I am from St. Anne. St. Anne to be an hospital. Not even your dog you can't send them. I know, ask me, I ask you. You said I was in Jamaica. That's it. Me I go down tomorrow. See my dad's here. No respectful. Anyway, I don't have long as the man said we were wrapping up. But then and again, just hold the faith and make we unite. And we not beg nothing. We are demanding. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We not beg nothing. What we are doing? Let me tell you this. As I said, we're landing the plane. And I want to thank all of you for coming out. Them the things say, are we alone over there? They were hoping and praying. They know what they are praying to, you know. But they were hoping and praying that we will be out here with NYPD alone. But you came out because you believe in your country. And let me tell you this. I am a former police officer. And I can tell you some of the corruption that I have seen. And we have made multiple proposals about how to solve crimes in Jamaica. And the government of Jamaica refused. I know, me, and then the mic can chip out. Every time when me attack the mic, I suffer my voice rough. But listen to me, we have made multiple proposals to the government about solving crime. But the government, let me tell you, you have two major gangs in Jamaica. You know them? The Klansman gang belong to one party, and the one other gang belong to another party. No matter those the politicians stop funding and protecting those two gangs, violence and crime will never stop. Hear me again? What are the two gangs? One other gang and the Klansman gang, and both parties run one. No matter what you want to notice, the Prime Minister, them always have a garrison with them control. Right? None of them live in the garrison, but most of the time, they are the ones representing as MP in those areas. Something is wrong. Something in a something. So we need a change. All right, my brother, when there? Last one, when there? When turn? Just come here a while ago. All right. All right. Where's Ratty? We're going to land the plane right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank those of you who took the day off, who took the time off to be here right here in the middle of New York City. I know them have them things going over there, so, and it's a busy place. But no, I'm not about the make about other people, man. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. We're going to drop a few tunes. We're going to mute for the streaming people. We're going to play one or two tunes. Then we're going to come back with a closing ceremony. You don't want to miss that. So at this time, DJ, we're going to turn over to you as we, yeah, man, we're
coming to you live from live. We're coming to you live right now. We have to welcome the music because we don't want them to mute us. My God, there's a lot of people out here. A lot of people. Sir, what? Thank you. Why are you here, sir?
Why am I here?
Yes.
Because I care about Jamaica.
Yes?
Yeah, because I'm very upset over the trending of corruption. You know, it's like I don't like what I see. Something's got to happen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're right.
Because we welcome you as a family and our
Here's the thing you have to understand.
is this, is that a million people,
Mr. Rattigan, we're going to do something pretty soon. But we have so many Jamaicans from all walks of life here. Hello, how you doing, ma'am? Why are you here today?
I'm here to protest for my people back home in Jamaica.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jamaicans from all walks of life. Why are you out here today, ma'am?
Repeat the question.
Why are you out here today?
Because we stand up against corruption in Jamaica. All these politicians, they need to go home. They're mashing up the country. They need to go home. We need fresh brain and fresh mind and young people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am.
Name 6 who is in parliament is robbing the country. Yeah, they need to come out.
They need to call in. They haven't called the name as yet. So waiting on them to call the name. Yes. Yes. We are over. There are some people next door there protesting, counter protesting with Clover Nelson, who call us thugs. A Jamaican calling us Jamaican thugs, all because of politics. But anyway, we're here. When you see people from all walks of life who are here with us, let me see if I can have a talk with this gentleman. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Hines, welcome. I'm Jeffrey Tavares from the Microtalk program, sir. Why are you here? Who are you, sir, may I ask?
well, I'm here. We have a show, Let's Talk.
Yeah.
Let's Talk with John Hines and Alzam and Lincoln Radio. You heard me yesterday.
We interviewed Mr. Radigan.
There's Mama Erica beside me as well, part of our team. And we discuss issues that affect us daily. 5 days each week, 3 hours each day. It's gotten very, very popular. It's almost worldwide at this point. Even in England, listen, even in Europe, over the world, we're listening to the show. And we discuss regular problems. We don't get hyperlucin. I don't need much theoreticians. I need a regular boat that has a problem.
And the question you asked today is a good representation because we need to decrease the You're not going to eliminate corruption in Jamaica, but you can manage it and decrease it. And the voice of the people counts. Too often then now is just those colonial powers that has run Jamaica for the last 300-400 years needs to back up and let them cut the naval card from England, and so the Jamaican tenacity can run and have effective leadership in Jamaica to get to the paradise where we know it can be.
Where in Jamaica are you from, sir?
I'm from Piestas, Pepper in St. Elizabeth. And is that people are
Yeah! And I'm from Antigua.
So tell me something, sir.
Yes, sir.
You've been, you've been a talk show host.
Yes, sir.
And everything like you've been a talk show host and everything like that. Based on what you're hearing and what you're seeing on the news and everything, what's your views about a government that seems as if they are becoming a dictatorship towards the people of Jamaica?
Well, I get the phone calls. I don't make my opinions. Well, I give my opinions. I don't show up opinions.
Yeah.
And here I sometimes call on the radio. But the fact, and I'm Mama Erica, but here, what I'm saying is that we tend to take the views of our customers, of our callers. And they're the ones that will say, boy, I have a child and so on. So, for example, I got a call on Monday from a Mr. Income and Ragashanti show. Boko called me and said, them plowing his land, the Boxside people are digging up his land in Manchester without any permission and mining bauxite from his land. So I'm now investigating that right away, trying to get calls from Jamaica to see if we can help them solve the problem.
The voice of the people should always stand.
Yes.
Democratic principles will always stand. No one dictator can run the voice of the
Thank you so much. I gotta go. No, I gotta go to Mr. Rattigan. Please, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I'll come back to you, ma'am. Excuse me, please. We're gonna listen to Mr. Rattigan as we're coming to you live from right here in New York City. I am Jeffrey Tavares coming to you live. Excuse me, please. The crowd is one thick crowd. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Trying to get to Mr. Rattigan. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please. Sorry.
If the people get
I'm a cancel it. All right, all right, all right. You know what we want to do now? We want to focus on attention. Focus on attention for yes, so no over there. So we're done with them, the people there. Yeah, some people you can't reason with. No, you know what? No, I wasn't planning on doing a program tomorrow because I have to travel. Mike, check. Mike. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a program tomorrow, but it's because of this outpouring, yeah. We have no choice for people. No choice for people. You understand? We have no choice. Yeah, and just remember that we have another protest coming up in Washington, D.C. in mid-June. Then we have another protest coming up in Toronto in mid-July. Then we have another protest coming up in the UK in mid-August. Then we have another protest coming up in Miami in late September. So, if you can, just as how much you make the effort and come right us. And we have people from California, we have people from Massachusetts, we have people from England, we have people from DC, we have people from Jamaica, we have people from, where is it? Give me to Mr. Crooks. Oh, you know we can read. Oh, you know we can. Yeah. And we just want the people to know. We can't hear you. What do you want about the Prime Minister? The black drum number the Prime Minister. We are going to talk about them things upon the program because the black drum them. Yeah. There's so many things. There's so many things wrong with Jamaica right now. Yet, there's so many things right about Jamaica. And we want people to know that we're not spewing negativity about Jamaica and Jamaicans. We're spewing negativity about the governance of Jamaica. It's been poorly managed. And we need to speak out because if we don't speak out, nobody else will. And we have too much people down there who can't say a word. Think about, look at this beautiful crowd. Look, I am the face. I'm one of the faces. I'm one of the faces. I'm one of the ones. Yeah.
We want to see the faces and voices for the people who cannot say anything and do anything.
Right.
If they don't vote, they still considered. They still, if you ignore the vote won't ignore you.
Absolutely. And listen, people, you never make mistakes, you know. We make a whole heap of mistakes in my life. I don't make mistakes. But we're not free to admit the mistakes then. And once we have the support and the inspiration, we will continue to do what we are doing because we not do this for position, we not do this for status, we not do this for money. We do this from my heart to the love of the Jamaican people. And by the way, I want the Jamaican people here, you know, say we also a protest for people in America. We have homeless people here too, you know. We have people that on food stamp here, right? We have people who, we get the calls all the time. Them depressed, them have all kinds of issues. And so we have to take care of them people here. Now, what happened is that they have a document called the Diaspora policy. And it calls for an engagement between the diaspora organizations and people like upstairs right now. But them people up here, them not care about you know. Them not care about you know. And as a matter of fact, someone in the line right now, now we're not waiting the passport for a long time and can't get it from them people. Right? Them not work for work. So me talk about. So whoever asked me to do is just continue to support this organization called the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. Continue to support the Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force because these are the only vehicles that will get us to where we should be. And also I can't forget the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council. You see how we outsmart them. They have this thing and we want to collect, we do all kinds of things. And they never register it. And you cannot register it because you cannot register to have government officials sit down on the board and raise money and do things. But people want to know this. All our writers can read, but all our writers don't have the time for it. We have the time for it. And so I am going to continue reading
and giving you the benefit of my knowledge when we read regarding all of the documents affecting the diaspora. Because there's a document called Terms of Reference for the Diaspora. And if you read that document, believe me, if you read that document, you come out and lead your own protest. Because the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council that is supposed to represent all of us represents them people up there. So they run it, they run the election of it, they can fire people, they appoint people to it. They appoint people to it, and yet they say that it is our organization. We are nothing more than subordinates. Nothing more than subordinates. And so what we've done is we have registered the organization. So pretty soon we are going to start doing a whole bunch of things with it, because we believe a diaspora organization should be autonomous, should be separate, should be independent from the government. In fact, this Global Diaspora Council, this illegal organization that by the way, they call it a movement, not an organization, right? Exactly, move out our way. But again, thankful for the support, and believe me, we need all of you. You need to let us know, because we can't see everything, and your information will be protected. You will be protected. If there's one thing I know how to do as an FBI agent, a retired FBI agent for 30 years, I know how to protect people, and I know how to protect information. And we have Herb Nielsen right as well. See, big up Herb, right? So again, I donate to the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation, and I tell you, I am very pleased, very happy with all the beautiful smiling faces right here, because it has sent a tremor upstairs and back at Jamaica. Them no right for them say. Them call me 30, and then you know what them say? The other day them say only 3 to 5 people in the diaspora are caused problem. But we know they can't count. We know they can't do arithmetic. We know they can't do mathematics. We know all of that. Don't forget, this is the Prime Minister who said that what? He said he increased the minimum wage 100% from 8,000 to 13,000. So 2 years to 13, I don't remember that. Yeah? Oh yeah. By the way, all of you are supporters of PLP thugs. That's what they call us. Simply because we're fighting for your rights and for the people back home. They call us thugs. Eh? CM medicine. No. CM medicine, because we don't care who's running the government. We're going to hold them accountable. When we say we are going to hold them accountable, big up on the set. No, man. Big up yourself, my brother. Yeah. So, continue to support the thing. And when I say continue to support, not just financially, but you must watch the program, them, like it, share it, and all of that. And also, we're calling on all of you that if you see something that the thing should be investigated, just send it to us, and we will look into it. And I must apologize to all of you who call the phone number and you haven't received a response from me. Part of it is because it's basically a one-man show, and not for the research, not for the. But big up Kevin, by the way. Big up Kevin. Kevin, by the way. Big up Kevin. But I promise you, we're getting some help. Some ladies step forward and say they're going to volunteer, and they're going. Big up Joan, we're doing there. Joan, where you there? All right, Joan, there's some in the crowd. But we have some people who decide that they're going to help us. So all of your calling and all of your texting and all of that, we will get back to you. But please bear with me. And until we meet tomorrow, I'm going to take care of yourself. Be well. All right? One love, one heart, one destiny. One people. All right. Who's Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? Who's Jamaica? What we need? What we need? When we need it? When we need it? Oh, by the way, they have a conference.
a business conference, June 16 through 19, the government. We have one that will be called the People's Conference. They will be discussing the sale of services, products, and investment. They don't care about uno and family and generation with water and all them stuff. We will be discussing those issues the same day, but at a different time. They're coming in the morning. We're coming from 7 to 10. And by the way, if you notice, them change the name of the conference now. It's now Global Jamaica Diaspora. Them change it because we own the name. Thank God. Pull up on the side. Magnet, oh! Young lady said she want to talk about the Magnitsky Act. No, you want with the Magnitsky Act now. This is an act that next month we're going to meet with some US lawmakers. Because this act, it says that if you've been involved in kleptocracy, meaning they are thieves, the taxpayers' money, or corruption, where you use your public position to enrich yourself, or you commit human rights violation, like what them do with the state of emergency, your visa is subject to revocation. And all of the money when you thief, subject to seizure, and we're going to return it to the people. We're going to return it to the people. So this, we're going to talk about this next month, so we'll keep you posted. So continue to support. Big up yourself, brother. You have a question? Any question for me? Any question before we go? We have a few more minutes. Any question? Any question? Anywhere wish? Which one is the commissioner? Tax commissioner? No. Yeah, we don't take that job then. I hope people are going to prison, you know, before we even 1 week in there, I hope people are going to prison. Eh? Royal Creed, Cruel Reed, yeah. All of them things don't realize what going, that all of the criminals them are the alleged criminals. All right, before we're gonna tell you something. You see the murder rate. Let me talk the murder rate. The numbers are not accurate. Take it from me. The numbers are not accurate because they have a category what them call death investigation. One other category for suicide. Then one another category for self-defense. And they have a couple more categories. And what them do, them shovel some of the numbers them inside it. And if you go back and look sometimes, the numbers with them deal this year, if you go 2 years from now, you see them change it. But most people don't pay attention to it. And I ask for the numbers them. And this year, man, them name the weather in charge, Fitz Bailey. Up to now, we can't get the doctor. Oh, no, pure promises. Next week, next month, next week, next month. But we're going to get them. We're going to get them. Because I tell you what, with your support, I'm up. The people, trust me, they sleep maybe about 2 hours a night. Because we get up sometimes and we just go up on the computer and start sending up access to information. When you watch a program, we're going to teach you how to file access to information. Don't be afraid. Them can't do nothing. And that's how I get a lot of information. Grudgingly, they don't want to give to me, but me keep fighting. I'm even going to the tribunal. I'll file 3 appeals with the tribunal. And before the tribunal could decide, them start giving me information. And then give me. So I'm like a pain for them right now. And I'm sure when them see my name, them just say, oh God, him again. But you know what? This is, them are going tired to see your face. Can't get you out of the rain. And now the public is great. I don't care about God. Them are going to care about God. Take care. See you tomorrow. All right. Oh, yes. Music all the way. This is coming to you live. My. We're coming to you live. Yes. We are coming to you live from the churches here in New York City. Jamaicans from all walks of life. All walks of life. Good job. Jamaicans from all walks of life. Jamaicans from all walks of life.
Oh, Jesus. Jamaicans from all walks of life is having yes. Oh, there you go. Those are where those people over there are forces against us. But you know, you have the press out here also. Yes. There is so many things going on out here. Yes. Thank you. I want to ask a question. Why are you out here?
I'm against the corruption in the country. And we need to stand up for our people back home because it affects us as well.
Thank you, thank you. Jamaicans from all walks of life coming out to demonstrate. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing? I gotta come back over here and ask my good friend, a broadcaster who I look up to, somebody who I listen to. I want to ask him some questions here.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Yes.
What's your name?
I am Jeffrey Tavares.
Mr. Tavares.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm John Hines.
Yes, Mr. Hines. Let me ask you this question, Mr. Hines. You're in your 70s now.
75 years old.
75 years old.
Yes.
All that is going on in our country now, as a Jamaican who is 75 years old, what is your thoughts on that?
Very good, excellent question. I've been getting feedback on to and fro's, but let me say this. We all are Jamaicans, and we should want the best for Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican first before any political party. When I was back home, I was a very vibrant member of the PNP. I was what you call it, the campaign manager and them sort of thing. But now I'm a Jamaican first, and I would like to see things corrected in Jamaica. I go back very often. I go back yearly, and people point to the big house on the Beverly Hills and all that. They may be indication, but we want to see some sort of cleanliness in the country. I seem to be seeping to the entire country. The police force, I've had interviews with people top of the police department where they were beaten by policemen with no wrongs. So you find it just seeps through the entire system, and people are getting a little fed up about all that.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. And I hope what do you think that we're doing out here? Do you believe that change must come to Jamaica?
That I suppose that has happened eventually if you're going to do it. I asked Mr. Radigan on the show yesterday if he would if he had spoken to the government. And he says they're waiting them to get back to him. So we want to do this segment together. I don't want to do it one. And I also asked him if there's a political mission. He says no, it's not political. So once we make it political and people hear that you want to do certain things in the country, it will galvanize people and come forward. Yeah. The great idea is working on.
A lot of people may think that this is a political mission. Let me know that none of us here is members of the People's National Party or members of the Jamaica Labour Party. We are Jamaicans. We are patriotic Jamaicans. Your views on that?
That's very true, sir. Excellent point, sir. Excellent point, sir. And we're all, Jamaicans have come to this country. Whenever I go back, I do interviews on TV and radio. And I am saying to the people that we work our butts off here to make life. But the fact of the matter is that Jamaicans have done very well in this country. And we love our country. And let me give one incident. I had Mr. Jackson, I remember the PNP some years months ago on the radio. And then a lady by the name of Miss Thelma, one of my listeners, she called and made a statement at the end of the show. And Mr. Jackson said to me afterwards, that was the most impassioned statement hearing about Jamaica. She's been here for about 65 years, Miss Thelma. We love Jamaica, we love our land, and we want to see the best for our country.
For the naysayers who keep on saying that this group of people out here are political motivated, they call us, one man call us thugs, the PNP thugs. Your views on that?
Well, of course, you'll have that sort of reaction. Because when I spoke to Mr. Radigan some months ago, we did a dual interview. I called a prominent member of the JLP party over here. And he didn't want to talk to about it at all. I said, I want to bring one of your guys to talk about this guy. This guy is pretty bright, he's going to make an impact. And he's saying to me, "Oh, John, it's all brushed me off like at least here right now too."
Oh, you mean Clovis Nelson?
No, it doesn't Clovis. No, it's Clovis. The guy here, Patrick Hitler.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for coming on the Make It Talk program, sir.
Okay, so
Thank you.
That's the virus. That's the job you're doing. Come by the show one of these days, man.
I will. I will definitely will, sir.
Talk about the job and everything.
Yes, man. Thank you. You're welcome.
Right?
No, I don't.
Hold on, I'm giving me card, man. Put it in my pocket here. You two, we get the last one.
I'm coming.
Okay, let me stand up.
I don't believe this. That's my wife and I do a show there. I don't believe this. I need a views on something here. Come on over, man. Come on. A Jamaican from all walks of life.
You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. Right, I listen to you almost every day. Right, you guys. Great job. You will overcome one day, okay?
Indeed, my friend, we must overcome. And when you look around here, you don't see a member of the People's National Party. You don't see the members of the Jamaica Labour Party. You have seen Jamaicans from all walks of life. And you beg to ask the question. You beg to ask the question. So many people that know me.
System is two-party system divide the people.
I need to talk to you some more. Come over here for me.
The two-party system them in Jamaica divide the people. Okay, keep the people left and right. It's one people. 3 million people can come together and run a little island, a radius of 100 miles. Come on now. They want to divide the people because corruption is a money-making thing. Corruption is a commodity that they build prisons instead of schools. Okay, so you find that then now the government get rid of the governor general. The equation is get rid of the governor general, corruption decreases 50%. Because the resilience of Jamaica can run themselves, not with the Queen, the England under their tails. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can somebody hold this for me? Let me talk over here for me. I just want make sure they see me. I just want to say to everyone who's watching us, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for being a part of the Make It Talk program. Thank you for being a part of Wayne Lonesome program, because I think Wayne is streaming from this platform here. And I want to say to everybody who's watching us, this is not a PNP thing. This is a Jamaica thing. And you can hear in the background the Jamaica's national anthem being sung in the background by Richard Stevenson. We are Jamaicans, and we must stand up for this country. We must have a piece of rock that we call home. I want to say to you all, may God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Until you hear my voice again, have a great day, everyone. Coming to you from
great job you do.
Thank you. Coming to you from rainy New York City this Friday afternoon. We stand in the rain because we are Jamaicans. God bless you all. Have a great day, everyone.
You got big man.
I want to ask a question, my friend. And honestly, when I hear you speak a while ago, I am. Hold on, let's start the national anthem, please. Jamaicans sing the national anthem right now. The anthem being sung right now. Jamaicans from all walks of life. Yes, sir. Where in Jamaica are you from, sir?
Born and grown Kingston, sir. Thank you.
Tell me something, sir. What bring you out here?
Sir, I'm so concerned, and what we're hearing is the changes that needs to take place in Jamaica. The people in Jamaica are not getting their fair share, and if I'm not getting their fair share, they've been told that they're getting, and up until now they have not received. And in doing so, there are Jamaicans here who want to go back to Jamaica, and they're not getting a fair share when they go back to Jamaica. I think that they need to get more protection, because they're not bringing only themselves, but they're bringing in wealth into Jamaica. to feed the people, clothe the people, and to shelter the people. So it is even more important now today than it was in the past to let this happen, because the people on the ground are suffering, and the Prime Minister has been making promises every time that he goes up for office, and we have not seen the result of the promises that he has made. So it's a main reason for me to be in here. But I know the folks who are here too have different reasons, and we're absolutely standing firm today and onwards to make sure that whatever we're set out to do is not a moment, but it's a movement to make changes in the country, because we want to go back home. We're tired of hearing about the contracts that the Jamaicans receiving, but what are the people on the ground receiving? So we want to make that clear, that we are going to be the voice and the face for the people who cannot speak and who cannot be seen. And so I thank you for making your time possible too, to give us an opportunity to speak and speak clearly on what is happening here.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my live, we have to go. It is raining. It is coming down, pouring rain at the moment here in New York City. I just want to say to you all, thank you all very much. But before I go, I have to chat to somebody before I go. My final talk with somebody before I go. Sir, why are you out here?
Boy, we want to get rid of corruption in Jamaica. Corruption is a thing that have been drawing us down forever. $200 billion we lose to corruption every single year. It got to stop.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I talked to some lovely ladies around here. Why are you out here today?
I'm out here because I believe in my country and the corruption must go. Must go.
Thank you so much. Sir, why are you out here?
Just because we love Jamaica and this government is not treating us right as Jamaicans. So we want a change, we want a difference.
And Mr. Towers.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Why are you out here today?
I have nephews in Jamaica that need a better opportunity. I have nephews in Jamaica that every day they wake up, they call auntie, you have anything for me? They graduate from school, no living wages. They always need a top up. They always need a top up. It has to change for them. It has to change. I would love to go back home. I want to go home. But to know that someone can kill me and nothing comes of it is dangerous. So I would fight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sir, may I have a little talk with you, sir? As a Jamaican, how do you feel about what is going on back home? And why are you here?
I'm here, first of all, to show my support for everybody for whatever is the bad things going on in Jamaica. I'm here for all those who are afraid in Jamaica. Now, nobody can touch me here. If I was in Jamaica, maybe I wouldn't have gone out here right now. But I'm here protesting for us to have a better country. We need better economics. We need to stabilize the whole, we don't stabilize the currency in a certain way that people can earn money. The country is going nowhere. And nothing has been done over the last 10 years to help to do anything. We are only living on promises. We can't live on promises anymore. We need action.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much. And for those radio stations and TV stations in Jamaica who are watching us, I hope you can say that the Make We Talk Jabba Tavares YouTube channel and also other social media has bring this to you live from New York City. As I said before, we have to go because the rain is coming down and we don't want to end up damaging our equipment. But this we're going to say so long from here for another time. Join us maybe in Washington next time for this another protest. But remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jabba Tavares YouTube channel. May God bless you and may God bless Jamaica land we love. Have a great time, everyone. This is where we say so long. Thank you.
Okay, guys, so we have come to the end of the coverage, and thanks to Jeffrey Tavares and Jamaican Carlos for giving us the live stream, and all the other outlets from YouTube that were there who streamed it live for us to be able to join in virtually. We really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for the continued support for the movement. We need to keep doing this, as we need good governance, accountability, and we need to get our country forward positively. So again, thank you so much. Really appreciate each and everyone. And until later, safe travel. See you later, guys.